I shouldn't have signed for the PACCHS. Started with a package. Not mine. I didn't order anything. I barely shop online anymore. I prefer human interaction, cash, real things, real people, real life. But there it was, a brown box on my doorstep. No return address, no shipping label, just my name, written in black ink, with handwriting I didn't recognize. I stared at it. It was heavy, sealed. No way to open it without cutting. I called the delivery company. They said no packages were scheduled for my address. I called the post office. They said no mail was registered to me. I called my landlord. He said he didn't know anything about it. I left it there the next morning. It was gone. I thought maybe someone took it, or the delivery person came back. Or I was mistaken. I was wrong. The next package came 2 days later. Same box, same handwriting, same name, but this time, it was inside my apartment. I lived alone. I had 3 locks on the door. I checked them every night. I never left them unlocked. I never gave anyone a key, but the package was there, sitting on my kitchen table. I didn't touch it. I called the police. They said they couldn't investigate a possible hallucination. They said I should calm down. They said I probably ordered it and forgot. I didn't order anything. I checked my credit card. No new charges. I checked my email. No order confirmations. I checked my Amazon account. No pending orders. But the package was still there. I opened it. Inside was a mirror, small, handheld, old. The back was scratched, with the same handwriting. It said, "You look different now." I didn't write that. I didn't scratch that. I didn't know who did. I threw the mirror away. The next morning, I found it back on my table. Same mirror, same scratch, same message. "You look different now." I broke it, threw the pieces in the trash. The next morning, I found a new mirror, same size, same style, same message. "You look different now." But this time, the message was scratched on my wall, in my bedroom, with a knife I didn't own. I called my sister, asked if she'd been sending me packages. She said no. She said I sounded paranoid. She said I should see someone. I hung up. The next package came at 3:33 a.m. I heard. It hit the floor like something heavy, like something alive. I walked to the living room. There was a box, bigger this time. Still no return address. Still my name, but the handwriting was different. It looked like mine. I didn't open it. I left it there. It opened by itself. The lid flipped up. Inside was a photo of me. But not me. It was a photo of me from when I was a child, standing in front of a house I didn't recognize, wearing clothes I'd never seen, looking scared, looking lost, looking like I was about to disappear. I called my mom, asked if she'd taken that photo. She said no. She said I'd never lived in that house. She said I'd never worn those clothes. She said the photo looked fake. She said I should throw it away. I threw it away. The next morning, I found it back on my table. Same photo, same me, same house, same clothes, same scared look, same disappearing eyes. I moved. I packed my bags. I left the apartment. I went to a hotel, paid cash, checked in, slept with the lights on. I woke up and called the hotel front desk, asked if anyone had delivered a package. They said no. They said no one had visited my room. I hung up, opened my suitcase. There was a package inside. Same brown box, same handwriting, same name. I didn't open it. I threw it away. I checked out, drove to my sister's house, told her about the packages, about the mirrors, about the photos, about the handwriting. She said I was losing my mind. She said I needed help. She said I should stay with her. I said yes. I stayed for a week. The packages didn't follow me. The mirrors didn't appear. The photos didn't multiply. I felt safe. I felt normal. I felt human. Then my phone rang. It was my landlord. He said someone had been delivering packages to my apartment every day. He said they were piling up. He said he didn't know what to do with them. He said they were addressed to me. I said I wasn't there. He said I was. He said I signed for them. He said I looked different. I hung up. I drove home. The apartment was full of packages, dozens of them. All my name, all the same. Handwriting, all sealed. I opened one. It had another mirror, another photo, another message. I opened another dot, same thing. I opened another dot, same thing. I opened them all. They were all the same mirror, photo message, but the messages were different. Now they said, "You're back. They're waiting. You can't leave again. They know where you are. They're coming." I ran. I didn't pack. I didn't lock the door. I just ran. I got in my car, drove. I didn't know where. I just drove. At a gas station, I stopped, went inside, bought coffee, looked at the receipt. It said, "Thank you, Marcus." I'm not Marcus. I'm Sarah. But the receipt said Marcus. I looked at the clerk. She said, "You look different." Marcus. I left, drove faster, stopped at a motel, paid cash, checked in, sat on the bed, looked at my hands. They looked different, older, thinner, scared. I looked in the bathroom, mirror. My face looked different, older, thinner, scared. I looked like Marcus, not Sarah. I called my sister, asked if my name was Marcus. She said no. She said I was Sarah. She said I was losing my mind. I hung up. The phone rang. It was my landlord. He said Marcus was back. He said Marcus signed 4 more packages. He said Marcus looked different. I hung up. I looked at the door. There was a package. Small dot, thin dot, no return address. Just my name, written in black ink, with handwriting. I didn't recognize, but I recognized the style. It was mine, from when I was a child. I opened it. Inside was a key, old, rusty, heavy, with a tag that said, "The Real House." I didn't know what it meant. I looked at the key. It felt familiar, like I'd seen it before, like I'd used it before, like I'd opened a door with it before. I left the motel, drove, I didn't know where, but I knew where the key would fit. I drove 4 hours, past the city, past the suburbs, past the towns, past the farms, to a place I'd never been, but knew I had. I stopped at a house, old, wooden, white, with a mailbox that said Marcus. I didn't live here. I was Sarah, but the mailbox said Marcus. I walked to the door, used the key. It fit. I opened the door. Inside was a child, small, thin, familiar, looking scared, looking alone, looking like I was about to disappear. The child looked at me, said, "You left without saying goodbye." I looked at my hands. I was holding a package, brown, heavy, sealed, with my name written in black ink, with handwriting I didn't recognize, but I recognized the style. It was mine, from when I was a child. I opened it. Inside was a mirror, small, handheld, old. The back was scratched, with the same handwriting, dot. It said, "You look different now." I looked back at the child. It was me. I was the child. I had always been the child. Sarah was just a dream, a lie, a way to hide from the truth. I was Marcus. I had lived here. I had died here. I had been waiting for me to come back, and now I was back, and now I was home. The packages stopped coming. The mirrors stopped multiplying. The photos stopped changing. But I was still Marcus. Forever. I shouldn't have signed for the packages, but you will. At 3:33 a.m., when you hear them hit the floor, when you see your name, when you open them, don't look, don't read, don't remember, because once you do, you'll realize you never left, and the packages never stop coming. I tried to warn you, but the packages won't let me. They only let me wait, and send and hope, and dream, and die, and come back. Done wait, and send, and hope, and dream, and die, and come back, and wait. The packages are always waiting, and Marcus is always sending, and you're always next. I tried to escape. I tried to run. I tried to hide. I tried to forget. But the packages followed. They followed me to the hotel. They followed me to my sister's house. They followed me to the gas station. They followed me to the motel. They followed me to the real house. They followed me to the truth. And the truth was, I was never Sarah. I was always Marcus. And Marcus was always waiting for me to come home, to open the package, to look in the mirror, to see the photo, to read the message, to become the sender and the receiver. Forever, in the loop, sending, waiting, dying, returning. The packages never stop, and the real house never lets you go. I shouldn't have signed for the packages, but you already did, and now you're reading this, and your doorbell just rang. A package just arrived, with your name written in your handwriting, from when you were a child. Don't open it, don't read it, don't remember it, because once you do, you become Marcus, and Sarah disappears forever.